We have linked up with a company called Four Grants, who basically apply for funding on clubs' behalves on a no-win, no-fee basis. If the club's successful, they have to pay 4 grants out of club funds for what they get. But if they don't get anything, then it doesn't cost them anything. To start with, I wouldn't say sceptical, but I was a bit like, well, where's the catch? And over the years, with Richard Twigg at Four Grants, we've forged a really good relationship, and it just gives us that opportunity when the cricket club says, oh, we love that, but we'll never be able to afford it, to say, well, just try him, give it a go, see if he can help you out. And if he can, then, great. If, for instance, something's costing you £10,000 and you've got to raise £1,000 out of club funds and you're getting a £10,000 grant to do it, why wouldn't you? We think it works really well. And also Richard's a really good guy to work with. He, again, is chairman of a cricket club, so he's involved with grassroots. He knows how things work, which, again, is a massive benefit. You're talking to somebody that's going through the same experiences as yourself. The guys we're talking to, and it's this, same sort of people we're discussing with every year, going through the same sort of issues, everything from sort of fundraising through to updating their machinery, to updating their ground equipment. The interesting thing is that, different people's sort of priorities as you go around the country. There's been a massive push this year on by the ECB called Get the Game On, which is all about, or from our point of view, was all about providing mobile covers and flat sheets to clubs to allow them to basically get more games played. We had some really bad weather, I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago. There was a big dropout rate, people not playing cricket, but not only that, cricket clubs lost a hell of a lot of revenue. If you lose, even if you're making £200 on a Saturday game with your bar and all the other ththings taken into account, you start losing sort of 15, 20 games a season. It takes a massive chunk in your finances. So we provided, nearly 150 sets of mobile covers this year to clubs that are mainly trying to do that. They just want to have these covers. So if it saves them a game, they can get people playing, take money over the bar, take subscriptions, and people aren't sort of getting fed up and saying they don't want to play the next week. Social media is a great tool to sort of you're getting tagged into tweets and things saying, thanks for the covers. It's sort of saved our game this week, and that was happening a lot this year, which is great. That's exactly what it was aimed at, and it seems to have worked. So sort of long may it continue. Really, I think one of the main things I've sort of seen is that things like electronic scoreboards and mobile covers, probably cricket clubs a bit lower down the pyramid, if you like, used to look up and think, oh, they're not for us. We'd never have anything like that. But what we're finding over the years is that it's becoming more widespread, and clubs are thinking, well, why aren't we having them? And as you say, it is keeping games on. And at the end of the day, when you add up how many games you'd have lost against what it's cost you, hopefully if you can get a grant as well, it's a no-brainer really not to have them. On top of that, people walk onto your ground and think these guys are going places. They've got better facilities, they're looking to update things, they're not standing still.